Tesla battery maker Panasonic slows down battery production amid weaker electric vehicle business, but Tesla looks good. And in this report, I'm going to tell you why Tesla looks good as Panasonic slows down battery production amid weaker electric vehicle business, and an interesting reason why electric vehicle business sales are slow in general. This reason may not have to do with cars, and if that's the case, the perspective on electric vehicles is going to change entirely. Welcome back, everyone. This is Armen Hareyan from torquenews.com. If you're here first time, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and also visit us at torquenews.com, please, to see what we have on electric vehicles, Tesla, and the latest blogs and news. So Panasonic announced that it is slowing down its battery production amid weaker demand for electric vehicles. Now, this is important because Panasonic is a major Tesla battery supplier, but not only a Tesla battery supplier, but also battery maker for Tesla. But Panasonic hints at demand from Tesla still being good on that front. Keep this in mind, that while electric vehicle sales slow down, demand from Tesla still seems to be good according to the Panasonic hint. The Japanese electronics giant is Tesla's longest standing battery cell supplier. It produces battery cells for electric vehicles in several factories in Japan, China, and in the United States, where it also partners with Tesla to produce electric vehicle battery cells for Model 3 and Tesla Model Y vehicles at Gigafactory, Nevada. With the release of its earnings today, Panasonic announced that it was slowing down its battery production in Japan amid lower demand. This is via Reuters. Look what they said. Panasonic Holdings, which supplies Tesla, said on Monday it had cut automotive battery production in Japan in September quarter and shrunk the division's annual profit forecast by 15%, underscoring a global slowdown in electric vehicles. Stay with me, please, because I'm going to explain why Tesla looks good and why global sales in electric vehicles are slowing down and what that may mean for Tesla. The company said that it lowered production to achieve an, quote, appropriate inventory level in response to rapidly reduced demand. Rapidly reduced demand. We're talking about electric vehicle demand. The good news is that it only reduced production in Japan for global customers. In the United States, Panasonic says the demand remains steady. Look what they said. Panasonic added via Reuters, its production at its North American operation remains steady and it saw firm sales of vehicles eligible for tax credits. Who is Tesla's, Panasonic's major customer in the United States? In North America, it's Tesla. So this is a very good hint that Tesla is still good. The company didn't elaborate on which customers contributed to the slowdown in demand and which did not. While production has temporarily slowed, Panasonic noted that batteries for electric vehicles are still an investment priority for the company. Now, it sounds like Panasonic is only lightly applying the brakes temporarily, as macroeconomics issues have slowed down electric vehicle demand and new car purchases in general. Considering that the vast majority of the company's production in North America comes from its Gigafactory in Nevada operations, and that's apparently still going strong according to Reuters report, this is a good sign for Tesla. All electric vehicles generally are slowing down in sales. Tesla is doing good. It looks like Tesla doesn't plan to slow down its Model 3 and Model Y electric vehicle production in North America anytime soon, or its battery orders to Panasonic would have slowed down. So let me know what we make of this, friends. What do you make of this? Well, in my opinion, as one person said, Tesla caused a lot of the slowdown with massive price cuts. He says, I think markets are waiting to determine where the bottom will settle and who else will match the price reduction. BYD, for example, and the South Korean electric vehicle companies have stepped up to match them, Tesla's price cuts. Mercedes is holding firm in the United States market, so we think the first quarter is going to be outstanding for those companies capable of gaining point-of-sale tax credits. Now, the slowdown in electric vehicle purchases is caused by also the Federal Reserve, the Fed increasing interest rates to combat inflation. It has nothing to do with Tesla pricing. Tesla sales are still robust considering the anticipation of the refreshed Model 3 as well as production line shutdowns for upgrades. This is why I said that the reason of electric vehicle slowdown may not have anything to do with people not wanting electric vehicles. With many car makers cutting back on their battery orders and postponing several battery factories, there is a possibility of a repeat of the kind of pandemic-induced supply chain whipsaw when manufacturers abruptly cancel their orders for semiconductors to only find that they lost their place in line when the lockdown eased. The real trouble is the high price point for electric vehicle demand is falling, and people want more affordable electric vehicles under $40,000 pre-discounts. Interest rates plus costs of living inflation play a big part in this shift with consumers as well. The big-ticket electric vehicles are just not selling as anticipated, and hence why GM and Ford have taken knocks on their head because of it. Simply look at those selling affordable models, BYD for example, and they are putting out a lot of making profit at it. Now, some people say that they will not buy they will buy a non-luxury electric vehicle for the same purchase price as IC equivalent. Then he says, like one person says, I'll buy an electric vehicle. They want electric vehicle prices to come down and match the price of a gas car equivalent. Until then, they are too expensive, he says. In this regard, one person says, and just to be clear, I'm talking about cars like the Kia Soul, Hyundai Kona, Toyota Corolla, etc. And no, the Bolt doesn't count due to the lackluster charging speed. He says it isn't a real gas road stripper replacement, he says. Well, here's an answer to this. It doesn't sound like you guys are factoring in the cost to run the vehicle. When you do that, the math works out already, unless you're comparing it to the cheapest IC vehicles. So if you guys have any opinions on this, let me know please in the comment section below. The economy has sputtered, we know. Overdue payments on car loans are at the highest rate in 30 years. Now, I think talked about that in my past reports at Torque News YouTube channel. 16% of pending home sales in September fell through because of rising mortgage interest rates. Prices for everything have risen, leaving little cash for anything. And if you read what's happening with Panasonic and the electrical vehicle market in general, Tesla is doing good. Now we understand why Tesla is doing good. What do you think about this? This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please visit us at Torque News for daily automotive news and subscribe to this channel. And let me know any questions you have about this. I'll try to answer them in my next report. God bless you. Have a great day. See you soon in our next report.